Welcome back, everyone. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey to learn what prosperity really is. I'll delve into specific strategies that you can apply to your life to foster not only material abundance but spiritual richness as well. First, it's essential to understand that prosperity is tied to living according to the unchangeable and eternal principles that govern the state of being prosperous. True wealth is not just about accumulating material possessions but achieving a balanced life filled with spiritual growth, community service, and personal development. It's a lifestyle that always leads to happiness, peace, and deep down well-being. I think that the first thing that we need to understand is that true prosperity follows those who live righteously. The Oxford Dictionary defines righteousness as the quality of being morally right or justifiable. The scriptures state, "And inasmuch as ye shall keep the commandments of God ye shall prosper in the land, and inasmuch as ye will not keep the commandments of God ye shall be cut off from his presence." This doctrine implies that living a life aligned with ethical and moral standards sets a foundation for prosperity. So, how can we apply this first principle of prosperity in our lives? I think that we need to focus on integrity in all our dealings, both personal and professional. Whether it's in business, with our family, or within our communities, maintaining honesty and ethical behavior can lead to long-term success and wealth creation. Failing to live a life of integrity and righteousness can severely compromise our state of prosperity, impacting not just our financial situation but also our relationships, reputation, and personal fulfillment. Integrity and righteousness serve as the foundation for trust, credibility, and lasting success in all areas of life. When these principles are ignored or compromised, the consequences can be far-reaching and detrimental. For example, failing to honor this principle will ultimately lead to a loss of trust. And trust is crucial in both personal relationships and professional settings. Once trust is broken, it is incredibly difficult to rebuild. A lack of integrity will lead to a loss of trust from friends, family, colleagues, and clients, which can isolate an individual and close off opportunities for growth or collaboration. Remember that reputation is a cumulative assessment of an individual's or organization's integrity over time. Acts of dishonesty or unethical behavior will tarnish a reputation, leading to social ostracization or professional blacklisting. This can close doors to future opportunities, partnerships, and networks that are vital for our prosperity. And, unethical behavior, especially in professional settings, can lead to legal repercussions, including fines, penalties, or even imprisonment. Such consequences not only deplete financial resources but also further damage one's reputation and ability to prosper in the future. Living without integrity will also lead to internal conflict, stress, and guilt. These emotional burdens will undermine one's mental health, leading to decreased productivity, strained relationships, and a diminished capacity to enjoy life's blessings. True prosperity includes a sense of personal peace within the context of our personal and professional relationships. Don't ever do anything that will compromise this quality of life. Consider the example of a business leader who decided to cut corners by using inferior materials in their product to save costs, despite advertising and promising high quality to customers. Initially, this led to increased profits due to lower expenses. However, once customers begin to notice the discrepancy between the promised quality and the actual product, trust in the company and its leadership eroded. Word of mouth and negative reviews can spread quickly, leading to a significant drop in sales. Regulatory bodies may also step in if the product fails to meet industry standards, imposing fines and demanding recalls. The business leader's reputation within the industry and with the public can be irreparably damaged. Once reputation is lost, partners withdraw their support, and talented employees may leave, preferring to work for organizations with higher ethical standards. In the end, what seemed like a shortcut to greater profitability instead led to financial losses, legal troubles, and a damaged reputation. The temporary gain was vastly outweighed by the long-term consequences of compromised integrity and righteousness. This example illustrates how failing to uphold principles of integrity and righteousness can undermine prosperity and peace of mind, demonstrating that true success is built on a foundation of ethical behavior and trustworthiness. The second principle that creates prosperity is hard work and diligence. Throughout history, working hard to create quality products and services has set the prosperous apart from the rest. There are examples all around us that demonstrate the principle that diligent effort is rewarded with material and spiritual blessings. So, apply yourself diligently in your career, education, and personal goals. Don't shy away from hard work, but embrace it as a pathway to prosperity. Set clear objectives. Pursue them with unwavering commitment, and follow through with hard work and diligence until your goals are achieved. Another critical aspect of prosperity involves sharing your wealth and blessings with those in need. The scriptures speak about giving to the beggar, emphasizing that we should never judge the beggar but give freely, as everything we have is given by God. So, cultivate a mindset of generosity. Allocate a portion of your income or time to help others. This could be through charitable donations, volunteering, or simply helping a neighbor in need. By sharing your abundance, you not only enrich others' lives but also invite further blessings into your own life. The third thing that we need to do is to be wise stewards of our resources. Let me tell you a story about Alexander the Great, a visionary leader and one of history's most successful military commanders. During his quest to create a vast empire, he recognized the need for strategic locations for trade, supply lines, and communication across his empire. His vision led him to the coast of the Mediterranean Sea in Egypt, where he planned to establish a city that would serve as a hub of commerce, culture, and governance. Understanding the importance of location, Alexander chose the site for Alexandria due to its strategic advantages: proximity to the Nile River for fertile land and water supply, a natural harbor for trade, and a central location that could bridge Asia, Africa, and Europe. He envisioned a city that would not only secure his empire's economic future but also spread Greek culture and knowledge throughout the known world. His plans for Alexandria were not just ambitious but also meticulously detailed. He personally designed the layout of the city, including the division of land for agriculture, trade zones, residential areas, and cultural institutions like the famous Library of Alexandria. He allocated resources for infrastructure, education, and cultural projects, ensuring the city's prosperity and the well-being of its inhabitants. Alexandria quickly rose to become one of the most important cultural and economic centers of the ancient world. Its lighthouse, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, symbolized the city's prominence. Alexandria's prosperity was not solely due to its strategic location but was a direct result of Alexander's foresight, planning, and effective management of resources. I think that the story of Alexandria teaches us that prosperity is not merely a matter of luck or even abundance but the result of careful planning, foresight, and the judicious use of resources. Alexander's ability to envision a future beyond the immediate gains of conquest, and his strategic planning in establishing Alexandria, serve as powerful reminders of the importance of preparing for the future, especially in times of abundance. So, in your life, practice prudent financial management. Create a budget, save for the future, invest wisely, and avoid unnecessary debt. Learning to manage your finances effectively can lead to lasting prosperity and security. And finally, remember that the greatest wealth is spiritual. The scriptures talk about building our foundation on the rock of Christ. This metaphor extends beyond spiritual salvation to imply that a life built on solid true principles and faith can withstand any adversity. So, spend some time and energy in investing in your own spiritual growth. Engage in regular prayer, meditation, scripture study, and community service. By strengthening your spiritual foundation, you ensure that your prosperity is both deep, multidimensional, and enduring. Prosperity, as I have explained here, transcends the mere accumulation of material wealth and delves into a much more holistic approach that encompasses spiritual, emotional, and communal well-being. It is a multidimensional state of abundance where individuals not only thrive financially but also enrich their lives and those around them through adherence to righteous principles, diligent work, wise stewardship of resources, generosity, and spiritual growth. In essence, prosperity is a comprehensive state of abundance that is achieved through a balanced and principled approach to life. It encompasses financial success, personal integrity, hard work, generosity, wise stewardship, and spiritual depth, leading to a life that is rich in meaning, fulfillment, and contribution to the greater good. This holistic view of prosperity underscores the idea that true wealth is not measured merely by what one possesses, but by the quality of one's life and the positive impact one has on the world. Remember, prosperity is not just about what you have but who you become in the process. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. May you find success, joy, and true prosperity in all aspects of your life. I hope that you found these insights on prosperity helpful. If you did, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments section below how your journey to prosperity is going. I'll see you in the next video.